That is awkward. I was completely talking right now. And I decided to start stream a little before my counter. Before my timer, not counter. But here we are. It is Friday. And as y'all notice, I am not doing Phasmo Friday. I need a break from horror games. I really do. Just because horror, as much as I love it, I love horror. It is something I truly do need a break from as I say, every now and again. And right now, that is one of those times. And so we're going to be playing more WARCRAFT. We are going to be playing more WARCRAFT today. I'm going to try to be getting a lot more trading points. That way, sorry, I'm thinking. My ADHD has been really, really active this morning. It's been real bad this morning. I'm not going to lie. And I know I'm starting later than I normally would like. I took a nap. I'm going to be honest. I took a nap and I woke up late. I woke up, had breakfast, and then laid down and took a nap. But as you can hear, I already have the music going. So let's get into this. I'm probably actually going to be on my level 22 druid. Because I think there's things that I can get done that are also going to get me a lot of points. And so let me switch over from streamer talk. But first, let me fix my positioning of my VTuber model. That always bugs me. That always truly bugs me. Oh my gosh. Can I get to OBS? And let's get into streaming. And I'm going to move this over here. And here we are. We're magically here. Ah. No, the awkward part of me having my mic muted for my intro. That's embarrassing. I'm also eating soup. You know, a lot of people are like, ew, don't eat on stream. It's like, I have to have lunch at some point. Although for me, no, I'm not going to say that on stream. Because then y'all would get mad at me for degrading myself. We're going to see if we got this. Hey, we got it! We got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Love it. And then we have this, which I think this might give... Oh, that gave me XP. Whoops. Let's do that, and let's do that. Let's get it to that. Oh, we can't do any more of that. But, you know, and a lot of people might not be... I don't want to say a lot of people might not like people playing MMOs. I know, I always feel like MMOs are, I feel like they're popular to stream, but at the same time, I feel like they're unpopular to stream because a lot of people, because there's so many different types of people. When it comes to playing MMOs, there are so many different people who have different play styles. There's people who do PvP, and a lot of people like watching PvP because, I mean, PvP content, I will say, is entertaining. It's really fun to watch. Like, this is going to sound really bad, but it's fun to watch people rage. I have a feeling that if I were ever to PvP and y'all were to watch it, y'all would be somewhat entertained because, you know, I'm very competitive. I don't like losing. Oh my gosh. All of these with, I don't like all the dungeons that it makes you do as a druid. It's honestly, to me, that's cringe. Like, I I hate missions that require you to do dungeons because I know dungeons level you up faster. But let's go to Dalaran and let's get some of these quests out of the way. But back to what I was saying. If anyone is new coming into my stream, y'all will find that I go on to 20 different tangents and I about never finish one of my tangents. On a good day, I might finish at least maybe 2 tangents. But that is not without going off on several different ones to just get back to my main point that I was trying to make. So, I mean, I go on a lot of tangents, and WoW is one of those games that will, whenever I talk about it, I will get on so many tangents, but it really comes from a love that I have for this game. For people who are new to my stream, and new to seeing me play WoW, I started playing WoW. I'm a cheetah. Although this does not look like a cheetah. Please someone tell me. Hey, Richie! It is going great. We're just playing a little bit of World of Warcraft, relaxing on this Friday, which some people might think playing World of Warcraft to relax on a Friday is probably not the best thing to do, but this is the game that ultimately relaxes me the most. Normally I play Phasmophobia on Fridays, and I call those Phasmo Fridays. However, I'm just kind of wanting to relax and chill. I needed a break from the horror genre just a little bit, and so getting back to my roots. Now, like, a lot of things with, WoW, going back to the original tangent of, streaming MMOs to me, in my personal opinion, is pretty tricky. Because you have so many people who have so many different play styles, and it's almost like you have to know what your audience likes, but also your audience needs to know your play style. Are you more of like what I am? I like doing quests. I like exploring. I like doing story content. I'm not someone who likes to PvP, but also I'm way too I've kind of made the decision I'm way too competitive for PvP, and that kind of came from the that I discovered from the toxicity of League of Legends. Not saying that, like, everyone who plays League of Legends is toxic. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people in the community that play League of Legends who are toxic, and I happen to discover those people. I know there's, like, I've heard a lot of people say, they want to play League. They've found, and we have an ad break coming up in 10 minutes, but I will continue speaking. We have, I've heard so many stories about people saying, like, though, like, they watched Arcane on Netflix, which is, it's a show based on characters from League of Legends, and I still need to watch it. I heard it has done relatively very good. Do I play League? No. Do I still love the characters, and do I have favorite characters? Yes, I still have favorite characters from League of Legends, Jinx being one of my favorites. Jinx, Vi, and Caitlyn. The 3 from Piltover, those are my 3 favorite. Oh my gosh. I wish every time my boyfriend moved around, it didn't rattle the door to the office. Because that's the room that my computer is in. It's essentially our game room / office. But I've heard so many people who have watched Arcane and wanted to go play League of Legends. They've been not necessarily terrified, but they've been really leery to get into it because the number one reason that they give is, well, I've heard the community is horrible. And not everyone in the community is horrible. I will say, WoW even has its share of bad eggs in the community. I mean, I think Monday y'all heard me rant about freaking Shadowlands and the fact that could have been such a good expansion. Oh my gosh. I'm going down a rabbit hole, and I'm sending myself down a rabbit hole. And, like, the fact is I can feel myself going down this rabbit hole. and I'm contemplating, do I really want to go down this rabbit hole? Because if I get on it, I will not stop until I'm done. Because I love this game so much. This game has, like, I've been playing WoW for 7 years. And this game, I've had good times with it. I've had really, really good times with it. I've had really bad times with it. And that's just because I met some really not nice people playing this game. And, you know, that's kind of just a little insight to my past. Just a little bit, because, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, I feel I can be transparent with y'all, which I think every streamer should. Every streamer should be transparent with their audience. Transparent to an extent, but I want to be transparent with y'all. Because y'all, my God, that door. It's just like, I decide to take a break from horror games, and then I'm getting jump scared by a door. It's like, it's not fair. Also, one weird thing about me, I've only been on and off of WoW. Wish I made more friends from it, TBH. I think I would have enjoyed it more. See, with me, and I definitely understand that point of view, and I've made a lot of friends. A little thing about me, while I have 6 minutes before we go on break, I'll play for like 2 months at a time. That's understandable. I actually ran a guild for I ran a guild for 5 years. And just recently, as I started getting into streaming, I kind of decided to disband it because I wasn't having fun running the guild anymore, because it was getting too taxing. And this was a relatively big guild, and if you know I'm on the Realm Moonguard. I don't make that a secret, even though a lot of people are like, oh my God, you play on Moonguard. And it's just like, what's the big deal? It's a server. It's like, yes, it is a server. We have established this, that Moonguard is a server. Isn't Moonguard a relatively known server for certain things? Yeah. But so is Wyrmrest Accord, which is the Horde equivalent. So, and I'm on both. So, you know, like, that's when I say it is what it is at that point. And, you know, because at that point, it really is what it is. It's a server. It's a nice server. But if anyone knows how guilds are on Moonguard, guilds are insanely competitive. Well, I wouldn't say insanely competitive, but if you are one of the big guilds that is well known and you are a well known player, then it turned. I hate the guild wars that started, because it was honestly ridiculous, the amount of just. That was such a stressful time, and to think that only happened like 5-6 years ago. That only happened some odd years ago. But yeah, I ran a rather large guild on this server, and I ran it for 5 years. I had officers, I had help, but close towards the end, you know, there were a lot of times that I had moments where I was not happy playing this game because I didn't get to play it. And like, I missed playing with friends, but there was always this thing of no one else is doing anything. No one's recruiting, no one's hosting events. And so it all fell onto me. And that's a pretty big reason as to why, I stopped being a GM, is because it wasn't fun for me anymore. Do I miss it? Yes. Do I still have my guild? Is it Leather and Lace Gamers? Yes. And and the reason why I call it that is to keep my roots of, you know, what the guild was. My guild was called Leather and Lace. Have you ever played on Moonguard and heard of that guild? Hi, I've been the GM for 5 years. Since 2018. So since BFA. And, you know, that was like, and I loved being a GM. I loved it. I met some of my best friends through being a GM, and a lot of them are actually my mods. And so if you ever see someone named Moolicious, that is someone I met from World of Warcraft. She is one of my dear friends. Respect her. She is one of my mods. Respect all my mods. I am dying currently. That's not good. And so, like, I also get the feeling of not being able to play with friends, because I've been on both ends, I think simultaneously at the same time, of, oh, I want to play with my friends, and then there was just like, I just want to do some content by myself. I've been dealing with too many people. And so it was kind of like, I want to play with friends. Nah, I just want to play by myself. And so, like, playing by myself, I don't mind it, because I'm also very picky with how I play. I do not like doing side quests. And I think that was because of when I first started. How side quests are done, it just really killed me. I'm going to try to find a place to kind of hide around, so that, because I'm only in Prowl, and so some enemies can see through Prowl if they're smart enough to figure it out. And we're going to wait for a short ad, but we have about minute 20 before ads start popping up. I'm going to see if I can get this guy. Because, you know, killing trash and, you know, going after, you know, mobs is not going to be you're not going to be missing much. But like, this was, but, you know, that's kind of my story of, you know, I wouldn't say my struggles with WoW, but, you know, some of it has been kind of a struggle. And I'm not going to lie to anyone about that, of just, you know, being a GM was hard. But now, I do find myself kind of missing that group that I used to be a part of. And so it's kind of like a double-edged sword. And we are on an ad. Which, I can just kill trash. I don't think y'all are going to be missing much. From this ad, if all you do is see me killing trash. I hate this section over here. I was going to say, I really hope I didn't just pull. Okay. Woundabar. We have about a minute left on this ad. I will say, you know, I like playing a druid, but playing as a druid it's not an easy thing. I much would rather play as a demon hunter than anything. Demon hunter or hunter, mainly because of the range. Well, actually, even demon hunter is not ranged. I hate those little elemental things that are sitting there walking around. I hate them. They very much annoy me, those little things walking around. They do. annoy me a lot. But some of my best memories have been made playing this game. Okay. Now, let's see if I can do 2 in 1. Hey, Zach, thanks! Now, I do not main Druid. I'd like to tell people that. I do not main Druid. Most of the thing... I mostly main Ranged or Demon Hunter. If you ask all of my friends, and me, they will tell you I have 20 hunters, and they are actually indeed correct. I haven't counted how many hunters I have since, but it's close to around like the 20 mark of, yeah. Some people say I have a problem. I don't think I have a problem. I just like hunters. Demon hunters, I can have at least 20 demon hunters now because they made it to where you can have more than one on an account. Pardon me as I die. Ooh, we need that. We need to start getting other gear. Oh. Let me go to Icy Veins, Feral Druid talents. I will say I do not have the Feral talent specs memorized, unfortunately. I don't even have Demon Hunter specs memorized. But plus, these we're about to get into. Okay. So what do I need? That's all there. So let's go down there. Perfect.